Hey, folks, here's the thing. So, Job and I, we're going to be talking about Cape Crusader, right?
Yep.
We're going to be talking about your con adventures.
Yep.
We're going to be talking about some anime.
Yep.
We're going to be talking about a dude in a cape that likes to beat people up in his town all the time.
Yep.
And we're going to be talking about mixed martial arts anime on Netflix.
Yes.
So that just about covers everything, right?
Yep.
Okay, cool. Folks, this is your anime and gaming news update. We're here. Hey folks, what's up? I am Antonio Prados, aka the Hungry Bleak, and as always with me is Jabba Chen, aka Ashley Watkins. He is in reverse because she identifies as Jabba Chan. It's like when the
Word.
they don't want to be known by the names, it's called by their mutant names,
Yeah.
which is kind of cool. So we're gonna start off on the ground running. We've been away for a bit, life, trials and tribulations, but also con adventures. Where have you been, Jabba?
I have been. Well, I just finished up my last season for the year, so I'm done. I finished up my last two shows within the past 2 weekends, so yay. We'll start back from 2 weeks ago. I was at Liberty Comic Con. They're based out in Oaks, PA. This is their second year hosting their show. I was there the first year. It was pretty good. Of course, I got to see my peoples because we have now I now have a circuit of people that I know, so it's kind of cool.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Great turnout. People were loving the art. Surprisingly, this is a sneak peek of my new series that I'm working on right now. Is that a lot of people were fans of two pieces, which I was surprised about. They were a fan of Cloud and the Doctor Stone Pokemon crossover that I did. So it's a picture of Senku and Leafeon because it's the hair. The dude's hair is green and it matches. So I'm like,
okay,
you know what? I'll start doing a whole Pokemon crossover series with any fandom I can think of. I already got one done, and I'm working on a couple more. So that was a good start.
Folks, if you might have suggestions, something that you might want to say,
just saying,
hit Job up, please. Let a sister know.
Yes, and then let's see. Last week was Shikari Con. This one I've been doing for about three years now. Yeah, and it's been a pretty good one. It's a smaller one, but I like the smaller ones because one, you get more people in. It's more closer with other vendors. Some people I've been rocking with for almost a few years now because one of my buddies is going to be at Anime NYC next weekend. So I'm gonna be stalking their Instagram to see how their setup's gonna be. So I can't wait. And yeah, we were pretty good. Like I said, sold everything, made profit, and I'm just ready to do it again.
You have been all over this past con season. What was your favorite con this year?
You know what? It's gonna be surprising. I like this Shirgakan one. Because as small as it is, it's not overwhelming compared to the bigger ones because you always miss out on things that you don't get to see, especially as a vendor, you're sitting there for about 8 to 10 hours and you barely get up and try and look at what other people have to offer.
Yeah.
So usually the small ones, because you see about maybe a handful of 12 to 15 vendors all together versus your 40 to 50 vendors in a bigger convention, so you kind of miss stuff, and especially it gives you a better chance of being closer with your booth mates and stuff like that, to make relationships and stuff. So yeah, I would say Shikari-Con's one of my favorites.
Now, are you going to Anime NYC?
I was, but I kind of want to break. I don't really want to go anywhere for the past week. I just want to sleep.
I totally understand. I don't think I've ever been on. I know it used to be at New York Comic Con. It used to be a part of it.
Yeah, and then they separated.
Yeah, but I haven't been since. I really want to go, but I keep forgetting when it is. I'm going to be honest with you. I do.
I've only gone one time, and that was right before the pandemic because they had it that November of 2019. So it was right after New York Comic Con.
Hmm.
So I went to that one because I'm like, it'll be less like crowded, like compared to like New York Comic Con. Of course, like I won't have to be like super distracted and like get overwhelmed. But other than that, I haven't been back since because one, like money's been moneying and stuff. So
All right, so folks, you heard it here first. Next year, Anime
yeah.
NYC Java will be there. Then after that, she could be doing the New York Comic Con. Yo, big timer. That's right. That's right, big timer. That's right. You're gonna be there.
I'll manifest.
You're gonna have a whole corner.
Oh God,
A whole corner is gonna be all you, all you. That's all you. That's what we're
that's a
manifesting.
that's a lot of real estate. I could do it. I could do it.
I mean, but like your whole banner and everything keeps getting bigger. Like when I saw it, like at last weekend, I was like, has it gotten bigger? Like what? Like is it like it looked like it looked like it was double the size of what it normally is. And I
You
was
know
like,
what?
wow.
You know what it was? So here's what I do. Whenever I go to a convention, or if it's like the same one that I did like the previous year, I go back on my Instagram. Also, if you want to follow me on Instagram, it's Job Chat right there. Gotta do a plug-in. I see what my layout was from the year before and see, okay, one, what prints I haven't put out, two, how the layout is, and three, how can I change it for my benefit?
Okay.
So that
Okay.
way I kind of don't repeat myself in a sense where they all look the same all the time.
Yeah.
So I try to make it work.
So I don't know what you're gonna do with New York Comic Con with that corner booth. I don't know what you're gonna
I
do.
mean, I'm just gonna get a wacky inflatable person, just go like,
This is
come,
very exciting.
come.
Why don't you just have your cousin who was helping you just do that? Just like be that person waving
Oh,
arms all over.
she would lose her mind. I would lose her. Like she wouldn't even be there with me. She would go all over the place.
That's like the trappings of New York Comic Con,
Mm-hmm.
because you can get lost in there and be right next to your own booth. You won't even realize that
Mm-hmm.
you like been
Mm-hmm.
lost. But that's the beautiful thing. Like I said, I always appreciate your input on these cons, and you did so many this season. So you
Mm-hmm.
definitely deserve the rest. You need the downtime. You need just the refreshing, the recentering. You need to hit up some Destiny. You know what? You know it's bad when I'm the one that's leading our clan with my
I
rank. You know it's bad.
know.
You know it's
I
bad.
know. It's so bad. I
You
mean, I
know it's
did
bad.
listen, you can be proud of me because just before I got on, I did finish four of the Pathfinders within one shot, okay?
What?
Be proud of me.
What? But folks, that's leading into the
Be
next thing
proud of
is it
me.
is Solstice time for Destiny 2. You know that this is a Destiny 2 a favored show, obviously. Us being Destiny players, hunters, and being in the same clan as well.
Hmm.
So you have, I think, how many days are left? I want to
Um,
say
well, I know
it's
that when I'm
7.
just 7 for Act 3 to come out, but Solstice, is it 7 too?
I want to say 7 for Solstice, but I think it's more for Act 3 to come out, isn't it?
No, because I was just on like maybe like 20 minutes ago, and I think it said Act 7 was going to release, so next week it's going to release. I mean, not Act 7, Act 3, Jesus, I'm sorry.
Act 3's coming out next week.
I believe so.
I thought we had at least maybe a couple more weeks, but no. But it's solstice time. It's that time of year. But they've changed it a lot. Um, it's really based on how much work you do and the bounties. I'm not getting the
Oh,
armor. I'm not getting the armor at all. I'm good with that. As long as I get my event card stuff, like I do all the challenges for the event,
mm-mm.
I'm good with that. But how it works is they'll have bounties, but there are three different bounties. There'll be one that'll be 5 points, one that's 15, and one that's 50. The 50-point ones are usually raids or dungeons.
Okay.
The and to get the armor, which is the helmet, the gauntlet, the chest, the legs, and the fifth item, whether it's a cloak or the sash, or what's the other item? Cloak, sash.
Cloak, sash,
Oh, the
maybe
armband.
gaunt. Yeah, I was about to
Yeah,
say gauntlet, but it
the
was close to it.
yeah, the gauntlet. You don't um like win them like you used to. You have to work for them. So you have to get, like I said, all the points and everything. You have to get 500 for each item. And
Okay.
like I said, the bounties are between 5,
Hmm.
15, and 50. You can have one at a time for each piece of armor, so you have to work each one. So you have to get
Mm.
500 for the helmet, 500 each one. Yeah, I'm not getting that. I'm not. I'm not because then I at first I thought it was 100. I was like, oh, 100. That seems like acceptable. Okay, then I can do maybe this. Maybe I'll do a dungeon.
Oh,
Maybe I'll do a dungeon. But then I said 500. I said, oh, so I'm not getting the armor this season. Okay, cool. That's fine.
wait. Here's the main question: does the armor look good?
I haven't seen it, so I don't even know.
Oh, they don't even like do like a display of it where it's like, okay, this is like the armor set that you're gonna get. Like
I
if you
I
were to
haven't
get
really
it.
paid attention because once I saw the number, I
Oh,
was like, yeah, all right, fine. I don't care.
because you know me, I'm like we're all about like fashion when it comes to like our armor and stuff. Like we take pride in what we look like.
Like it probably looks great, but once I saw the price, I was like, that's like me looking at a suit and knowing I can't afford it. I didn't
Mm,
even bother looking at it. I was like, yeah, I'm good.
mm.
I'll catch you next time. So it's a lot different. You have to actually So it's like it's totally different. It's more based on the work that you do. You
Okay.
get the gold leaves, and then the gold leaves are what you use to actually buy the bounties
Okay.
for each piece. I'm good with not getting it because I've been doing stuff so I can get all of my event card because that's what I really like is doing all of the event card stuff.
Hmm.
And then I'm going to go back to doing Pathfinders and this mission. But it's been fun. I've liked it. Like I said, it's just a lot more work to get the armor. It's so much more work that my voice just cracked. That's how much more work it is to get the armor. Uh-huh. I will be playing a bit tonight, maybe for an hour or so. If you are still up and you want to play, let me know.
Yeah, I might want to finish just like one more, like just like one more, um, just one mission for my Titan, and then I'm not even gonna worry about it because I'm more like mostly done with the story. Like I think I'm at like step 27 out of 34, so I'm almost done.
It's gonna be mostly talking. I'm gonna be honest with you.
It's
It's
most,
always like 5 steps of talking, and then one step of like a hellacious battle.
where it's at. We're at that part where you have to like go into like the little crevices and like start destroying like the little beacons right before you get to that big ogre, the one that we did like a few like weeks ago, where like
Oh
you
yes,
need it.
yes.
I'm around there.
Bet
I'm
we can
around
run
there,
that.
so I'm like,
We
yeah.
can get that. We can get that because I'm like 150 something level. So I mean,
Jeez, I just
run it,
made it to season rank
run
88,
it.
and I made it to the 80s as far as my
I
power
mean,
level goes.
that's good, but for me, it's been because I've been doing other stuff. There's so
Hmm.
much variety now that it's so easy for me to jump up and
Yeah.
to level up, which is great. But speaking of jumping up, Amazon jumped up with this Batman Cape Crusader. Have you finished it?
Yes.
Okay, what are your thoughts? What is your review of this particular series?
So as a Batman fan, and
Hmm.
especially an animated Batman fan, I like it. I like their take on it. I feel like I would definitely want to rewatch the original animated series again. And you know what? You know what I noticed? I know it's very minor, but just like this, like for me, when it comes to details, I didn't notice that Batman had gloves, like true gloves, until I saw it in this one. I'm like, wait, why does his hands look like that? And then when I saw like a clip, I think it was like on TikTok or something, I'm like, oh wait, his gloves go up to like his like forearm, where the
Because
gloves in
he's
the
got the
yeah,
spines. Yep.
and like I'm like, okay, well, where the gloves in the Cape Crusader only just goes to his wrist, where it counts like like a burglar and stuff. I'm like, his gloves are throwing me off. I'm like, something's wrong with it. Like I don't know why, but something's wrong with it.
It's really more based on how he looked when he first really came out. Because even the
Mhm.
ears are elongated. He looked totally different when he first came out, like in comics and everything. So it's more
Right.
based on that. And this is like I don't know what year this is, but you can tell this is still early in his
Oh,
Batman
it's
career.
it's it's definitely early because it's like you can see his relationship with Alfred is definitely.
No, 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 no. Pennyworth.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah,
Pennyworth.
Pennyworth. Yeah, I
Pennyworth.
forgot. I forgot. Pennyworth it's raw.
Yeah.
It is raw. But I don't know if you ever noticed it, but if you notice from his profile, like his profile view, he looks like the original
Mm-hmm.
animated series Batman until he turns full facing, where it's like, okay, it's a different Batman. If you
Mm-hmm.
ever notice that difference, and then also from his from the poster for the show, it kind of reminds me of like that music piece in Fantasia where it's like the devil coming out, and I'm like, you have like his ears.
Yes.
I'm like, that is so extra dark, but I still like it anyway.
Yeah, this series is definitely a lot more mature. This
Mm-hmm.
is, if people want to think of it, they could think of this almost as a prequel series to the animated adventures.
Mm-hmm.
It's they're not linked, but if you think about it like that, because this is, I want to say this is probably maybe like 5 years before that kind of Batman would be around. Like even like just the way that it's done
Mm-hmm.
is, I love how it balances the Batman and everything, but then also the GCPD. I love how they are really diving into them. They could have made this whole series about them, truthfully,
Mm-hmm.
because they're giving you a definite amount of drama in it.
Yep.
You're getting the action, but you're getting that thriller suspense almost too, and a lot of like it's just doing it so right. Even the way that they introduce some characters that we may follow up on or we may not.
Yeah.
Like they showed you pretty much all of the Robins in one episode,
Yes. And I was about to say that. I'm like, yo. I'm like, it's all of them.
and that was so cool. The ones that we, as far as like the villains that we did get, we got we
We
got
got we got Penguin.
Clayface. Yes, Penguin was my favorite
Yes.
because I love the fact that it was gender bent Penguin. It was
It was a woman.
a female presenting. I'm not sure
Mm-hmm.
how they're going to identify in the series, so I'll just say they.
Well, I think they
Um,
said mother. They were addressing her as mother for like the.
oh, like they were dressed.
Yeah.
Oh yes, 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 yes,
Yeah,
yes.
they're addressing her
Her
as mother.
sons. Yeah,
Yeah.
because I think those are supposed to be. I think those are supposed to be Tweedledee and Tweedledum.
Mm-hmm.
I think the way they look.
I think so. But yeah, they were addressing
Yeah,
her as.
that's right.
So it was a female.
Yeah, that totally forgot. And we also
She is
got.
ruthless.
I loved her. I
She was
loved her
ruthless.
because I want Penguin. I want to see that crime boss Penguin, which is why I'm happy that the live action series is going to be coming out with Colin Farrell. I
Yeah,
want
I
to see
can't
that
wait to watch
crime
that
boss
one
Penguin.
either. Yeah.
That's going to be because the movie was so great. He did such a great job. So I'm so excited about that. We also got Two-Face in there.
I
Two-Face
was
was
mad.
gross to me. I couldn't look at the face now, but that's what they want you to feel.
You know what? I didn't like his face.
But I think that's really the point of the other ones have been. I mean, obviously horribly scarred, but you could take it. This one looked so much more painful and so much more horrific, and I think again that's part of it.
You know, I would say just like from like artist standpoint, and not trying to compare it at least from like the original one because obviously like his face was discolored and stuff like that. I feel like even if it was like an acid trip, they could have done a little bit more, like give it like more like redness to it, like you know, to show off the burns and stuff like that. Just going a little bit more detail. Because like for me, I'm like it was just too plain.
I had trouble looking at it because of the holes.
Nope, I was fine with that.
Like that was just because I have a thing with holes. So
okay.
And then like the way like his teeth were and everything, the way it looked like it just felt it felt right in a way for me. In just the portrayal of the character, I guess maybe more I'm thinking.
Yeah, can we do, I don't know if anybody's watching this, but I'll do a spoiler alert coming up, just to let you know. I didn't want him to die off so quickly. I wanted him to last a little bit longer.
I would want the Rogues Gallery to last because of the Rogues Gallery. But that also tells you don't get attached to anyone. Don't get attached to any characters in the series because the series is not like what you. But also, I'm trying to remember. He's definitely gone.
Oh no, he's gone. But I'm like, it's, you might say like those are like the big guys for Batman. Like between like, you know, as far as like the main builds, like, you know, you have Penguin, you have Two-Face, you have Joker, you have Clayface, you have Scarecrow that will come in. Like those are like the main, like, you know, big villains, and they rarely die off unless it's like a multiverse type of thing. Like they rarely die off. I was kind of upset on how, like, if they were going to continue this on with like another season, kind of wanted it to not him like be like the first villain to, like, you know, be like, okay, I'm done. I'm like, really?
That did hit, but it also made me go, okay, so don't get attached to anyone. Anything can happen in this series. We also got
Harley Quinn.
Harley Quinn, which was, that episode was phenomenal. I think that's everyone's favorite episode. Was phenomenal. We also got
Catwoman.
I'm just about to say, yes, Catwoman's portrayal was phenomenal. Phenomenal. And I love the old school, the dress, the mask, and the cape. I saw that. I was like,
I love that.
Awesome.
And I also like how they talked about like Selena Kyle's roots without actually like mentioning anything, because like for anybody who is like an OG fan, you guys know that she is a what's it called daughter. Was it
Socialite,
Falcone? Huh?
socialite.
She's a socialite, but also like she has she's the daughter of was it Falcone, one of the mob bosses.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
that's how like in one part of like the Batman world, like she is socialite because she has her father's money. That's
Hmm.
why she was her like the man was like, your father's gone. I got all this money. I sold everything and I'm out.
Oh, the maid had me in
I
tears.
love the maid.
The maid was and I love how it was a mirror of Bruce and Pennyworth and Alfred. It was like a flip side of it. I absolutely loved that, and how they were both kind of jerky,
Mm-hmm.
but they each had different reasons for being jerky.
Mm-hmm.
One was traumatic, one was just like kind of being spoiled and what have you. And then she was like, "Yeah, I'm out. I'm out."
She's like,
She
I'm
was
not
in
with
there.
it.
She's like, "Yeah, I sold the stuff. I'm out. I took it. I'll see you later." I was like, "Yeah, yeah, yeah." So yeah, this is it's 10 episodes. 10?
10 episodes it was, yeah.
Yeah, definitely a watch. Might be a little too much for kids. Discretion. I'm not gonna
I
tell
mean,
you what
even
to tell
the
your kid,
one
but
back in the day was still too much.
yeah, but this one feels. I mean, this one's obviously darker. I
Oh
mean,
yeah.
it's just more mature. But I would like discretion. I mean, I trust you with your kids. Like I know you. I don't know your kids. The hell does that mean? I trust you with your kid. That sounds so patronizing, but yet also I have no idea who you are. But you know who I do know is one of my favorite animes on Netflix has come out. It is Kengan Ashura. This is the second season. Excuse me, second part of season two. I'm kind of tired of y'all doing this. Can you just give us a season and stop splitting it up into pieces
No,
like a pie? Just give it
no,
to us. Just give it.
no.
Just give us the whole season, please. It's enough. I got things to do. Yeah, this is so in this part we Oma is out of the bed. He's ready to go back to the tournament. He's kind of figured out what he has to do, but he also knows that he may not have very much life left because at the end of the first part of the second season, he was in the bed. We also saw him coughing up blood
Mm.
because of his ridiculous fighting form that he uses. I love this series. Kind of cell shaded computer animation vibe.
Oh, okay.
It's a tournament fighter, but not like they train in these really crazy martial arts. Some real, some are fictitious. I probably, um, but it's more grounded. Like you don't see any energy blasts or you don't see anybody powering up. You don't see. It's like there's grappling, there's strikers, there's wrestling. It's like actual.
Oh, straight like hand to hand combat.
Yeah, actual like hand to hand combat. You'll see them do like knee bar, arm bars, heel hooks, but also still fighting and still doing that anime monologue. Like, I wonder if I can do this move. His hand always twitches when he goes to throw a hook. So, you know what I mean? That monologue they do in their head.
Hmm.
They still do that, but it's fast paced. It's I absolutely love it. It can be bloody, but it's a phenomenal ride. I think I'm trying to think if this is the last season or if next season is going to be last. I don't remember, but it's great. Go check this out, please. There's also a crossover. If you're a fan of Baki, um, there's a crossover movie, Kengan Ashura, crossover with Baki Hanma, where they're in the
Hmm.
Kengan Ashura tournament. Go check it out. There's also Netflix is also, I believe, this week. There's going to be a Sailor Moon movie coming out on Netflix.
Is it only Netflix exclusive?
Yep,
Ah,
yep.
okay.
She's going up against Galaxia, I believe the antagonist name is. I want to say. So if you're a fan of uh, Sailor Moon, go check this out. I think you're gonna have a good time. It looks phenomenal. It looks beautiful. Um, so yeah, go check that out. It's awesome. But you know what else is awesome? Anime, great. We've got Code Geass, Rose of the Recapture. You have been on this one.
Yes, and I just let you know it is also English dubbed. I double checked. I double checked. Yeah, so like when we were looking at the last time where it said like okay standard and then English, I went back and I saw like they had like all of the English episodes. I think they were at like 7
Hmm.
episodes last time I checked, and of course, it's literally like watching Code Geass all over again because there's always war. There's still always like debauchery, and of course, well, no, this one's a little bit of a spin because there is a love interest going on, but it's a complicated love interest. I won't give any spoilers.
Oh, of course.
But and I need to figure out more of it because spoiled but not spoiled, you do see Lelouch and Homegirl with the green hair. I can't remember her name. They do pop up in the anime, but I'm like, where are you guys coming from? I'm like,
Ooh.
why are you guys coming from there? Like, I need to know because in the original, Lelouch is gone. Like he's dead. So I'm like, where are you? What space is this? And why are you here?
How far time-wise? What's the time? What's the timeline of this one compared to the original one?
Um, trying to remember.
Because it's in the future, correct?
Yeah, it's definitely in the future because it's a new revolution, and it's a new one because they did bring back characters from the original one,
Okay.
but they're a few years older. I don't remember how old. I feel like I'll have to do a quick like synopsis between like the timeline
Mhm.
from the original Code Geass versus the new one, but they do bring back the some of the original characters that survived from the original anime to the new one.
Okay.
So yeah, so I would have to see. But yeah,
Now,
but overall, I like it.
are all the episodes out already, or they're still doing episodes?
Last time I checked before I went on my tour, I believe it was like six episodes on Hulu. But now I just realized there are supposed to be 12 episodes. Cause I just said quick
Okay.
Google search. So yeah, 12 episodes. So we're supposed to be getting the next ones out. I guess the final act should be out now. It's at August 2nd, but I don't know if that's for Japan or if that's just like for us because I know sometimes there's like that delay.
Hmm. Okay. And that we'll find out because I am kind of curious about, excuse me, Lelouch, because I still have to finish the first one. Everybody decided to do shows at one time, and I was like, yeah, you guys got to stop. Then all these comics, and I was like, okay. Then
Mm-hmm.
Solstice came up, and I was like, "Ah, damn it, I can't. Y'all know I gotta go grocery shopping, right? Like I got
Nope,
stuff to do,
you don't need to go grocery shopping. It's fine.
but I'm hungry. I need salmon.
You need salmon.
I need
You need
salmon.
salmon.
I'm a huge salmon eater. It's crazy. So yes, folks, look, we got a new Batman series out, which is a phenomenal. Jabba's contour is over for this. That's actually a word. Jabba's con adventures. As I'm like contour, I'm like that's an actual word.
Gotta
Jabba,
get them cheeks, man.
you
Get
know what
them
I'm saying?
cheeks.
You gotta blend, blend, blend with the brush, blend with
Yep.
the brush.
Let it bake.
Um, con adventures are done for this season.
Mm-hmm.
We've got Solstice is coming to an end this week. Well, next week I should say. Kengan Ashura is second part of the second season is up, and we'll also be getting a Sailor Moon movie on Netflix this week. And Code Geass is one that you need to watch, and you'll see Lelouch pop up. We don't know what's going to be happening, and that's that. So, folks, we will see you next time around. I have been Antonio Pomares, again, aka The Hungry Bleak. This has been Jabba Chan, aka Ashley Watkins, artist, streamer. She was playing Destiny before this.
Yes, I was.
And see, that's it. So, folks, that has been the show. You have a very good day as Jabba dances us out, and we will see y'all later. All right. Peace, y'all.
Bye.